This presentation is for the proposed establishment of a National Sporting Academy. A National Sports Academy is the most effective means of addressing the government's agenda to develop a nationally funded training program to ensure that all sports talents throughout the Bahamas have an opportunity to develop their full potential. A working committee was established with clear objectives from the Honorable Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Dr. Daniel Johnson, and ministry officials. It included industry professionals with the aim of determining what is the best way to implement a national sporting academy in the Bahamas. Many sources were consulted to determine the best way forward, including the Bahamas Olympic Committee, private education systems, both on Nassau and the Family Islands, visits to Cuba to examine their entire Cuban sporting systems and complexes, a visit to Puerto Rico to look at their National Sports Academy and to see how it would fit with our culture. In order to develop the human potential requires an understanding of this developmental triangle. From grassroots level programs all the way to the Olympics requires different levels of commitment and resources and strategies. Grassroots level programs provide a feeder system into the national sporting academies. Talent selection should come from the Family Islands as well as Nassau. The following actions are necessary to create an NSA. Phase 1. Create a statutory board for the NSA, confirm the executive and administrative officers, provide office space, and confirm a budget. Phase 2 would be to identify existing centers of excellence and private sporting academies, and to accreditate, regulate, and facilitate them. An example of this would be the Max D Sporting Academy, which has both an educational component as well as a physical sport component to it. Another example is the Moores Island Track Program, which has an educational, residential, and sport component. Phase 3 is to use the existing assets and resources to establish the NSA brand and the development triangle. We can use the existing resource of COB's Campus and Continuing Education Unit to establish a sports college at COB. Here we can train coaches, referees, and administrators, which can go into grassroots programs both in Nassau and in the Family Islands. COB coaches and administrators can also talent select these persons from the Family Islands and other areas into centers of excellence. Leagues can be developed and competition begin, creating a national circuit. National teams can then access other resources from the sports academy. COB has existing facilities for a multi-purpose room, a weight and strength training center, a swimming pool, as well as numerous places that track and field and outdoor activities can occur. Phase 4 will be to create a national sporting academy, making the best use of existing assets and resources. A great example of this was seen in the Puerto Rico National Sporting Academy. It has a wall of champions just like us, with international as well as Olympic champions on it. The school consists of 3 parts. It's residential. The students go home on weekends, but they have a long school day. They have a cafeteria, so everything is taken care of for the students. It's a public school, so they have to do all the regular classes. In addition, the Olympic Committee has provided many venues for them: wrestling and judo, fencing. These are all separate buildings provided by the Olympic Committee. Volleyball, as well as a swimming pool complete with diving platforms. Additionally, there's a sports medicine university attached. We would already have COB up and running as the Coaches College. Now we could use our other assets such as the stadium for training any open door event and track and field and other events. We have the swimming complex. We also have the Secondal GL Isaacs gym. It would be largely a matter of scheduling. What's left is the National Sporting Academy educational component. The government high school is within walking distance of the complex. A special school would have to be built with residential areas to accommodate the NSA. This concludes our presentation of the National Sports Academy Blueprint.